Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe. Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna everyone. Now hope audio is clear now.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, please repeat. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavadiruttama Sloke Bhaktivir Bhavati Naishtiki. So reading from Srimad Bhagavatam 4th canto 28th chapter verse number 60. Natvam vidarbha duhita Nayam viraha suhrittava Napatistam puranjanya Ruddho navamukeya Natvam vidarbha duhita Nayam vira suhrittava Napatistam puranjanya Ruddho navamukeya
नवमुखे यया
न त्वं विदर्भदुहिता
न त्वं विदर्भदुहिता
नायं वीरा सुहृत्तवा
नायं वीरः सुहृत्तवा
न पतिस्त्वं पुरञ्जन्या
न पतितपुरञ्जन्या
रुद्धो नवमुखे यया.
रुद्धो नवमुखे यया.
Prabhu, you like to stand? Okay. Na tvam vidarbha duhita nayam veera suhrittava na patistvam puranjanya ruddho navamukhe yaya. Na tvam vidarbha duhita नायं वीरा सुहृत्तवा न पतिस्त्वं पुरञ्जन्या रुद्धो नवमुखे यया. If anyone likes to chant online, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Na tvam vidarbham duhita nayam veerah suhruttava napatistvam puranjanya ruddho navamukhe yaya. Hare Krishna Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी. ना त्वं विदर्भ दुहिता नायं विरह सुहर्तवा ना पतिस्त्वं पुरंजन्या रुद्रो नवामुखे यया. हरे कृष्ण माताजी.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी. दुहिता नायं वीरा सुहृत्तवा नापति संपुरंजन्या रुदो नावामुखे यया.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी. प्रणाम्स. न त्वं विदर्भ दुहिता नायं वीर सुहृत्तवा न पतिस्त्वां पुरंजन्या रूढो नवमुखे यया. हरे कृष्ण माताजी. प्रणाम्स.
हरे
थैंक
कृष्ण
यू.
माताजी. न त्वं विदर्भ दुहितः नायं वीरः सुवृत्तवः न पतिस्त्वां पुरञ्जन्या रुदो नवमुखे यया. हरे कृष्ण.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी. न तं विरोधो दुहिता नायं विरहो श्रुते तवा नापतितं पुरञ्जन्म रुद्ध नवामुखयया. हरे
हरे
कृष्ण.
कृष्ण माताजी. त्वं विदर्भदुहिता नयं विरासुहृत्तवा न पतिस्त्वं पुरञ्जन्या रुद्धो नवमुखे यया.
हरे कृष्णा माताजी. न त्वं विदर्भदुहिता नायं वीरः सुहृत्तवा पतिस्त्वं पुरञ्जन्या रुद्ध्या नवमुखे यया. हरे कृष्ण.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी. न त्वं विदर्भदुहिता नायं विरह सुहृद्दवा नापतिस्त्वं पुरञ्जन्या रुद्रो नवामुखे यया. थैंक यू माताजी. हरे कृष्ण.
कृष्ण माताजी. न त्वं विदर्भदुहिता नायं वीरा सुहृत्तवा न पतिस्त्वं पुरञ्जन्या रुद्धो नवमुखे ययः. हरे कृष्ण माताजी.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी. न त्वं विदर्भदुहिता नायं वीरः सुहृत्तवा नापतिस्त्वं पुरञ्जन्या रुद्धो नवमुखे यया. हरे कृष्ण माताजी.
Hare Krishna. So we'll see the synonyms. Na, not. Tvam, you. Vidarbha duhita, daughter of Vidarbha. Na, not. I am this. Viraha, hero. Suhrit, well-wishing husband. Tava, your. Na, not. Patihi, husband. Tvam, you. Puranjanyaha, of Puranjani. Ruddaha, captured. Navamukhe, in the body having 9 gates. Yaya, by the material energy. Translation. You are not the daughter of Vidarbha, nor is this man Malayadwaja, your well-wishing husband, nor were you the actual husband of Puranjani. You were simply captivated in this body of 9 gates. But can we have Supriti Mataji?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Purport by Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. In the material world, many living entities come into contact with one another and increasing their attachment to a particular type of body become related as father, husband, mother, wife, etc. Actually, every living entity is a separate individual being, and it is because of his contact with matter that he comes together with other bodies and becomes falsely related. False bodies create various associations in the name of family, community, society, and nationality. Actually, every living entity is part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but the living entities are overly engrossed in the material body. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, appears and gives instructions in the form of Bhagavad Gita and Vedic literatures. The Supreme Lord gives these instructions because he is the eternal friend of the living entities. His instructions are important because by them the living entity can attain liberation from bodily engagement. As water passes down a river, many straws and grasses are carried from the shore. These straws and grasses come together in the river's current, but when the waves toss this way and that, they are separated and carried somewhere else. Similarly, the innumerable living entities within this material world are being carried by the waves of the material nature. Sometimes the waves bring them together and they form friendships and relate to one another on a bodily basis of family, community, or nationality. Eventually, they are thrown out of association by the waves of material nature. This process has been going on since the creation of material nature. In this regard, Srila Bhakti Vinoda Thakura sings, Miche Mayara Vashe Yacha Bheshe Kachahu Abhudu Bhibhai Jiva Krishna Dase E Vishwasa Karleta Aradhuka Nai. My dear living entities, you are being carried away by the waves of material nature. Sometimes you are on the surface, sometimes you are being drowned. In this way, your eternal life is being spoiled. If you simply catch hold of Krishna and take shelter of his lotus feet, you will once again get free from all the miserable conditions of life. In this verse, the words Suhrata, well-wisher, and Tava, you are very significant. One so-called husband, relative, son, father, whatever, cannot actually be a well-wisher. The only actual well-wisher is Krishna. Krishna himself, as Krishna confirms in Bhagavad Gita 5.29, Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam. Society, friendship, love, and well-wishers are all simply results of being packed in different bodies. One should know this well and try to get out of this bodily engagement into which one is thrown birth after birth. One should take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, and return home back to Godhead. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjanashalakhaya Chakshulmidam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakada Mahyam Tatandi Sapatantikam. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swamini Dinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Natvam Vidarbha Duhita, Nayam Viras Suhrittava, Napatistvam Puranjanya, Ruddho Navamukheya. The translation says, actually you are not the daughter of Vidarbha, nor is this man Malyadwaja, your well-being husband, nor were you the actual husband of Puranjani. You were simply captivated in this body of 9 gates. Okay, so here, as Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Prabhupada gives a very nice purport. I think nothing more to explain. Who are we to explain Prabhupada's purport? Prabhupada have beautifully said, Jiva Krishna Das He Vishwas. No? We are the eternal servant of Krishna. Jivera Swarup Hoy Krishnera Nityadas. Chaitanya Charitamrita also says Madhya Leela, 13th chapter verse 80. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu does this prayers always. Naham vipro na cha narapatir napi vaishyo na shudro naham varni na cha grihapatir no vas vanasto yatirva kintu protya nikala paramananda purnamritadbir gopi partur padakamalayyo dasa dasa anudasa. So what are we actually? What is our identity? Gopi partur padakamalayyo dasa dasa anudas. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 13, verse 80. Dasa Dasa Anudas. After initiation we get the name Devi, Dasi, Das. We think we are Devi, we are Dasi. Devi of that Dasi. Okay, like if you say Subhadra, that Subhadra is who? Arjuna's wife. Her Dasi we are. But we call them, oh, that Mataji, this Mataji. We just don't, we forgot Dasi name. We thought we are them. No, it's one Prabhu's name was Bhagwan Das. Okay, everybody started calling Bhagwan Prabhu, Bhagwan Prabhu, Bhagwan Prabhu. He is Bhagwan. Bhagwan Das. Bhagwan ka Das hai. But what do we think? We have this false identification. No? We think, but Prabhupada is very, very particular. So that we are Devi Dasi, we are servants. So eternal servant of Krishna. But then we can't serve Krishna directly. We should go through Srila Prabhupada, through the Parampara, through our Guru Maharaj. Then that is our real eternal position. Jivera Swarupoi Krishnera Nityadas. We are Nityadas. Okay. Is there any difference between a servant and a slave? What is the difference? Servant and a slave.
Servant does lovingly to the master.
Servant and the slave, they have similar advantages. When the master goes anyway, the servant follows, and the same benefits they enjoy.
What is the difference between servant and a slave?
The servant has to be always
Mata,
ready
is
to
that
serve the
little
master.
independence is not there with the slave, but there is still some independence with the servant.
Okay, so
servant is more from within, with your will, whereas slave is more forced onto you.
The servant is paid.
Mataji, Dasi means we voluntarily agree to serve a master, whereas slave is forced to do the labor.
Okay. So, we are servants of the Lord, in the sense, not just the Lord, but his associates. Krishna is always with his devotees. The king, does he go alone anywhere? No, he goes with his prime ministers, servants. Similarly, Krishna doesn't come alone. You take any pastime of Krishna. In Vrindavan also, Krishna arranged all the Gopas, Gopis, everyone. No? All the different demigods have come. Even Chaitanya Charitamrita, you can see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime. So, Krishna will not go alone anywhere. So serving Krishna means serving his devotees. That is very important. So here Jivera Swarubhai Krishnera Nityadas means we are eternally servant of Krishna. But we forgot. Now in the purport Prabhupada say, we could relate to ourselves. Here we think we are somebody's daughter, we are somebody's wife, son, we have a son. All this is bodily concept. But actually, who are we? We are actually eternal servant of Krishna. We are forgetting that. And we become so entangled in this. No? See, one so-called husband. Very nice word. So-called husband. Actually, who is the real husband? Krishna. It seems all the Matajis, everyone is like eternally Krishna is their husband. So-called husband, no? That's because it's temporary. It's just for this body. Once my soul leaves this body, then all the relation stops. And somebody was saying, after 4-5 generations, nobody will remember us. Do you remember your great-great-grandparents' name? Anybody in this class? Great-great means might be 3-4 generation back. 4-5. Maybe you can remember till 3 or 4. Your my photos are only not there in my house because those days there are no photos and all. So how will you know? Like this, our future generations. Okay, Bhavasindhu Mataji. You know? Yes. Prabhu. Sri Chaitanya Das Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji. Maganlal practice.
No, did you see their photo? You know their name, but did you see their photo?
Yes.
5 generation back.
It's 4th generation. Third and
5th generation, did you see them? Reverse. Yeah. So, like ours also, after 5-6 generation of ours, our family, will they remember us? Might be somewhere name or whatever. That's it. That's what we are. Not just for this body for some time. But we are the resident of this body. But who is the president? Krishna. Krishna is our real president, or this body actually belongs to him. And who is our well-wisher? Only Krishna. The actual well-wisher is Krishna. The only well-wisher. Whenever Prabhupada writes one letter, he writes something, after signing, what does he write? Does anyone know Prabhupada's letter? He signs AC Bhaktivedanta. He'll write your servant, then
No, eternal servant.
eternal servant. He also writes something.
Well-wisher.
Well-wisher. Prabhupada writes that you're a well-wisher. Yes, he can write because he is also like a representative of Krishna. So definitely Prabhupada is a well-wisher. Once what happened, there was one Prabhu, Sudama Prabhu or someone. So Prabhupada asked, who will go to Japan and preach? Nobody was ready. Those days, those communism was there. So nobody was ready. Everyone were looking down. One Prabhu, Sudama Prabhu said, Prabhupada, I will go to Japan. And Prabhupada was so happy. Prabhupada's like, you are successful or not, but you said you will go to Japan. Because of that word you said you will go, because you are ready to go, I will come personally and take you back to Godhead. Then everybody thought, oh, he is so fortunate, that is. But then what happened? Maya tricked him. He went to Japan, he fell down. He had a fall down. He did some preaching, but not much, but he fell down. And he completely left ISKCON. Then everybody like, see what happened. Prabhupada promised he'll take him back. Now see what happened. He is not in Krishna consciousness. Now how he'll go back? Now what happened? Prabhupada's arrangement, at the end of his life, he was about to leave the body, he got some association of devotees. No, it's all arrangement of Krishna. And then one day, the day he was about to leave the body, he was lying on the bed and all devotees were around chanting and all. So he was regretting for the fall down and all. But then immediately he got up from the bed and he said, Prabhupada, you came! And he just left the body. So that means what? He saw Prabhupada coming. Prabhupada came to take him back to Godhead, even though he had a fall down. Just imagine Prabhupada's mercy. When I heard it, I got goosebumps because he saw Prabhupada coming and Prabhupada came. Just for that word, Prabhupada said, you go to Japan and preach, I will come to take you back. Similarly, all of us, Prabhupada will give us promise only when we do actual service to Prabhupada. So Prabhupada is like that. He'll come. He's so merciful. When he said he'll come, I met Gargamuni in Vrindavan. He is still alive. He is Prabhupada's disciple. He is the one who got dictaphone for Prabhupada. Dictaphone, you have seen that picture, right? Prabhupada translate. Before it took lot of time for Prabhupada to translate. But because of the dictaphone, it was very easy for Prabhupada to translate, and devotees will later hear the tape and start typing. So Prabhupada could save time and translate so many books with that dictaphone. So since Gargamuni got that dictaphone, Prabhupada said, I will personally come to take you back to Godhead just because you gave the dictaphone. And he is still alive in Vrindavan. He said, Shri Radha Govinda Bhagavan ki jai, Sri Prabhupada ki jai. So he said, all the disciples of Prabhupada are leaving. I am alone here. Maybe Prabhupada want me to share so many things. He wrote a book called Gargamani. Prabhupada calls him Gargamani, not Gargamuni, Gargamani, because he arranges all fund for Prabhupada, big cars for Prabhupada. He was one of the richest men, he and his brother Brahmananda Muni. So he's still alive and he's like, I'm so old and I'm trying to preach whatever I get from Prabhupada. And even though I'm not eligible to go back, because Prabhupada said he will take me, I'm sure we will go back. We all were like, Prabhu, you're going back to Godhead, you're going to Prabhupada, see Prabhupada. So this is what Prabhupada is, how much he is, that he comes to personally take us back home to Godhead. That's why Prabhupada say, don't make me come like, who was that? Villamangalam Thakur's Shiksha Guru. Who was that? Who changed to Yeah, Chintamani. Who was she? As a prostitute. So Villamangalam Thakur's guru had to come in a prostitute form to deliver him. So Prabhupada says, please don't make me come like that to deliver you. In the sense, we should be now itself trying to go back to Godhead. So we should have that desire. So we are eternal servant of Krishna. No? So this is very, very important. In Mukunda Mala Stotra, do you all know about Kulashekara Alvar? Okay, one of the great devotee called Kulashekara Alvar have written something called Mukunda Mala Stotra. This Mukunda Mala Stotra has, I think, 52 verses, 53 is something. Mukunda Mala means what? Mukunda is Krishna and Mala is like a garland for Krishna. So this song, Mukunda Mala Stotra by Kulashekara Alvar, here also he says how we should be. That is in verse 31. Okay, not 31, 25 he says, we should be the servant of servant of servant. मज्जन्मना फलमिदं मधुकैटभारे मत्प्रार्थनीय मत् अनुग्रह एष एव त्वद्भृत्य भृत्य परिचारक भृत्य भृत्य भृत्यस्य भृत्य इति मां भृत्यस्य भृत्य इति मां स्मरलोकनाथ त्वद्भृत्य भृत्य परिचक्र भृत्य भृत्य भृत्यस्य भृत्य इति मां स्मरलोकनाथ. So how many times Vritya is repeated? 6 times. Servant of servant of servant of servant of servant. See the translation, so nice. He is writing in the translation. Yeah, here. 25. O enemy of Mathu and Kaitapa, O Lord of the universe, the perfection of my life, and most cherished mercy, you could show me would be you to consider me the servant of servant of servant of servant of servant of servant of your servant. Okay. What does this represent for us? Servant of servant of servant of servant of servant of servant of who? 7. We are the 7th servant. Like how is that happening? Can anyone explain me? We are the 7th servant. Well, who are the 6 masters we have?
The acharyas, the Gosais, acharyas.
Gosamis and
all the Guru Paramparas.
The Paramparas. So we have, when we start with, you can see the altar, you can see Jagannath Das Babaji, then we have Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Gaura Kishore Das Babaji, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, then our Guru Maharaj, whoever your Guru Maharaj is, then us. Or might be before that our Shiksha Gurus, then us. So this is how Bhrityasya Bhritya Bhritya. So this is what Kulai Alva says, that I just want to be the servant of servant of servant of servant of servant of your servant. Dasosmi, like again and again serving the servants, that means the gurus. So we should serve our guru or spiritual masters. And here in the Mukundamala Stotra, I love this verse. There is a 31st verse which says, Jihve Shri Krishna Mandram Japa Japa Satatam Janma Safalya Mandram. O tongue, please chant the Shri Krishna Mandra. Japa Japa Satatam, always, because Janma Safalya Mandram. A very nice verse, we'll just mention this and go. Okay, this verse says, Shatru Chaitaika Mandram Sakala Upanishad Vakya Sampucha Mandram Samsaro Cheda Mandram Samuchita Tamasa Sangha Niryada Mandram Sarva Ishwaraika Mandram Yasana Bhujaka Satasta Sandrana Mandram Jihve Shri Krishna Mandram Japa Japa Tatam Janma Safalya Mandram. Jihve Shri Krishna Mandram. O tongue, please chant the Shri Krishna Mandram. Japa Japa Satadam, always. Janma Safalya Mandram, because our life can become fruitful or successful only when we chant the holy name of Krishna. So the 31st verse now. O tongue, Kulai Alva is telling the tongue, O tongue, please constantly chant the mantra composed of Shri Krishna's name. Which is that mantra? Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Kulai Alva is telling the tongue, please constantly chant Krishna's mantra, because this is the only mantra which will destroy all our enemies. Who are our enemies? Who are our enemies? Kama Krodha Lobha Moha Mada Aiswarya. Yeah, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. And the mantra worshipped by every word of Upanishads, the mantra that uproots samsara, the mantra that drives away all the darkness of ignorance, the mantra for attaining infinite opulence, the mantra for curing those bitten by poisonous snakes or worldly distress, and the mantra for making one's birth in this world successful. Okay, Jihve Shri Krishna Mandram Japa Japa Sadatam Janma Safalya Mandram. That mantra will make our life successful in this world. So this is the medicine actually. Please drink the transcendental medicine of Shri Krishna's glory. The medicine will cure the disease of material bewilderment. That's what we need, no? That's the medicine of Bhava Aushati. Which is that thing? Nichi Aushati Maya Nashibaro Lagi Harinama Maha Mantra Lao Tumi Magi. Which is the song? Beginning?
जीव जागो
जीव जागो गौरा चांद बोले खोता निद्र जा माया पिशाची रखोले. Okay, so here also this mantra is Aushadhi mantra, Shri Krishna Divya Aushadam. Pipamana Sri Krishna Divyashtam. So Kulishekara Alva says, please drink Krishna Ushata. Okay, so we think we are this body, but actually we are the eternal servant of Krishna. Jivera Swarupoi Krishna Nityadas. And also Raghuguna Maharaj, Jadabharat gives advice to Raghuguna Maharaj saying that Mahat Pada Rajobhishekam, Vina Mahat Pada Rajobhishekam. Without the dust of the lotus feet of a devotee, we cannot be successful. So this is the advice which Jadabharat gives to Raghuguna Maharaj. My dear King Raghuguna, unless one has the opportunity to smear his entire body with the dust of the lotus feet of a great devotee, we cannot realize absolute truth. One cannot realize absolute truth simply by observing celibacy of brahmacharya, strictly following rules and regulation of household life, that is grihastha, leaving home as vanaprastha or a sannyasi, or undergoing severe penances in winter by keeping oneself submerged in water, or surrounding oneself in summer by fire and the scorching heat of the sun. There are many other processes to understand the absolute truth, but the absolute truths are only revealed to one who have attained the mercy of a great devotee. So that's why we should become servant of servant of servant. So we will get the mercy through Prabhupada. Unless you serve Prabhupada, we will not get that mercy of Srila Prabhupada. So truth is revealed only when we get the mercy of a great devotee. Okay, so once there was a person who actually count his book distribution score, because in a temple, whoever does book distribution, especially this is marathon month, whoever does maximum book distribution, they'll get a certificate and they'll be honored in front of everyone. So before the Mangaluru closes, they tell to the deities that today this Prabhu distributed so many books. So in one temple, that president was announcing that one person distributed 21 books of Srila Prabhupada something. So this person who actually distributed rushed through all the crowd, pushed everyone and came and said, Prabhu, not 21, 71. Because when you write 2, 7, sometimes it is misunderstood. He said it's 71, not 21. He was proud. Then Prabhu was like, no, sorry, it's 71. So everybody started criticizing that devotee. He's so proud of his book distribution. He pushed everyone and came and said, I read 71 books. So is it false ego or good ego? What he had?
Good ego. False ego.
So many think false, many think good. Okay. So it is actually good. Why? Because what he distributed is transcendental literature, and he is sharing his experience, or did anyone distribute books in public here? Sitting in the class can raise a digital hand. Go to the public, go to the streets, or go to the road and distribute it. Road. Okay. How many? Just only very few, na? How many of you? 5 of you? Okay, so what my experience was when I went for book distribution was, people will criticize you, people will not take books from you, they will say they already have Bhagavad Gita, they'll see as if it's one of your way of living, maybe you don't have any other job and you have come to sell some books which is like very low profession, something like that they see, they criticize you, you become humiliated, they will not get book from you, they'll say they already have Bhagavad Gita, if you show them Krishna book, they may or may not take. So we should not feel we are distributing. We pray to Prabhupada, then distribution will happen fast. But any one of us who have false ego, you can go to the streets and sell Prabhupada's book, you will really feel humble. The 5 of you, those who distributed, you really felt it? You felt that humility?
Purification happens.
Yeah.
Very down to earth, and how much rejection,
yes,
everything we felt, Mataji.
Yes. So one Mataji, she already know my mother, and she said, you are so and so person's daughter, this is what you do for a living, why are you selling books in the street? I was like, no, I'm not doing that, because I heard lecture saying that if you distribute Prabhupada's book, Prabhupada will take you back to Godhead. And I was so excited. It was my early days of Krishna consciousness. I'm like, yes, I have to do Nagara Sankirtan and distribute books. So I went with devotees, and there's so many responses we get. Some are very nice, they take the book. Some are like humiliating us. Some will take give so many bad comments. Whatever. We don't care. But it's for Prabhupada. Then it makes you more humble. makes you more humble. I feel all of us should really go and distribute Prabhupada's books to the unknown people, and take the response, and that will make us more humble and purify us, actually. So this person it was a good ego. Why? The president finally said he's having good ego because he is distributing Prabhupada's book and he is keeping his score in the mind. Long back, he used to keep cricket score in his mind, which is material. Now he is keeping transcendental book score in his mind. Slowly that attitude will change. Slowly what will he do? He'll become humble. He will not be bothered about the score or getting a certificate for book distribution. He'll do it to please Prabhupada. Okay, but then that purification will come. Okay, so if we have strong sadhana, the deep root, you've seen bamboo trees, bamboos and all, they'll have this long rooting system. How long it will take for a bamboo sapling to grow? How long it will take? Does anyone know?
Very fast, Mataji, that much I know.
Yeah, 3-4 years, might be 5 years it takes. Why is it taking so much time and not much time for the rose plant to grow? Because the bamboos will have deep rooting system. So like that, our sadhana, our strong sadhana, the morning program is actually the root for our sadhana, or root for bhakti's morning program. Okay, there are some people who say we can't get up early morning, we get headache. So what do? They get up at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock and they watch YouTube Mangalarti live, Mangalarti the live recording. That is not Mangalarti. Mangalarti means in Brahma Muhurta. You're supposed to get up early in the morning, because in sadhana chart they ask, did you attend Mangalarti? Yeah, you 10 a.m. you open the YouTube and you say, yes, I attended Mangalarti. That's not the way, because I watched that devotee, I know them personally. So I never saw you in Mangalarti online. No, I get up at 9 a.m. and then 10 a.m. I just see this Tulsi Arati and all. That's not Mangalarti. Mangalarti means Brahma Muhurta time. Okay, Mangala Arati. So that is the root of our sadhana. Okay, there might be Maya will really test it at that time. Snoozing your mobile and so many things will happen at time. But when you wake up for Mangalarti and you attend Mangalarti, then you sit for your japa. It's very, very important. Okay, that is our root of our sadhana. Then only we can be eternal servant of Krishna, because we are following Prabhupada's instructions. And it's not easy to be the servant of Krishna or to understand Krishna, because who is the most fortunate devotee of Krishna? Most fortunate. Yes?
Radha Rani Mataji.
More than them. Yeah, Gopis and Radharani is the highest. Below them,
Arjuna.
Uddhav.
Arjuna?
Gopa friends.
who?
Gopa friends.
Vrunda Devi, Tulsi
Maharani.
Tulsi Maharani, Vrunda Devi.
Above Kundi Maharani. Yashoda Maya. Yashoda Maya. Why Yashoda Maya?
She could bind Krishna.
She could bind Krishna. Could Lakshmi Devi do that?
No.
Okay. So anyone know that sloka? Nemam virinjo nabhavo nashir abhi anga samshayaha. But the mercy which Yashoda Maya got, prasadam lebire gopi yattat prapa vimuktitat. So who is saying this? Lord Brahma is saying that Lord Shiva don't have this opportunity. Bhava, yes. Nemam virinjo nabhavo nashir abhi anga samshayaha prasadam lebire gopi yattat prapa vimuktitat. This is 10th canto 9 chapter verse number 20. So here Nemam virinjo. Okay, Lord Brahma, then Bhava is Vishnu. Okay, so Brahma is saying Nemam Virija, I didn't get that opportunity. Now Bhava is Shiva. So even Shiva didn't get the opportunity. Now Shri is Lakshmi Devi. Even she didn't get that opportunity. Prasadam lebire gopi, the prasadam, the mercy which Yashoda Maya got. Yattat prapa vimuktidat. Vimuktidat is Krishna, who can give vimukti to others. And he, tying Krishna, this opportunity only Yashoda Maya had got. Neither Lord Brahma nor Shiva nor even the goddess of fortune, who's always is the better half of the Supreme Lord, can obtain the Supreme Personality God to deliver from this material world. Such mercy is received by Mother Yashoda. She got that special mercy. So Yashoda Maya is very, very, very fortunate, because Lakshmi Devi herself didn't get this opportunity, but Yashoda Maya got that opportunity. Brahma, Lord Shiva did not get this opportunity. So that's the glorious position of Yashoda Maya. So what should we do? Follow her footsteps, in the sense we cannot go and find Krishna. We should be inspired, or we should take the lesson from Yashoda Maya's Damodar Leela. In the Damodar Leela, what is the most striking part?
Krishna being afraid,
Getting frightened
of
of
Yashoda
being
Maya.
hit by mother. Yashoda.
Okay, that is fine. Krishna being, yesterday we saw that how Yamaraj was also, okay. From Yashoda Maya, what can we learn from Yashoda Maya?
Unconditional maternal love, irrespective of
Okay.
who the child is.
Okay.
Love unconditionally to the Lord.
What was she doing when Krishna came to her for milk?
Churning the milk.
She was churning butter. She is the queen of Vrindavan, or she has to actually churn the butter of the 9 lakh cows she has. How many maid servants she might be having, right? Her service attitude. Yashoda Maya already got Krishna. Why are we serving Krishna? To get Krishna. Why are we doing devotional service? To get Krishna. Yashoda Maya already got Krishna as her own son. Krishna is sitting on her lap. Still she is doing devotional service to Krishna. Still she is trying to please Krishna, serve Krishna. No? So this service attitude, that's what we should learn. That how, whatever happens, sometimes I'll feel like great Vaishnavas, they'll go and sweep the temple, they'll be cleaning the temple. So they'll do the most menial service. Okay, not the, but they'll be doing all menial service, and that will inspire us, because they have actually got purified, or they have actually understood what is meant by dasa, das. Okay, so Vritrasura also prays this. Anyone learned Vritrasura's prayers? Anyone learned Vritrasura's prayers? No? Yes. Manasmareta supater gunamste Guni Java Karma Karo Dukaya. So Vritrasura's prayers, you can try to memorize these. These are beautiful prayers in Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th canto, 11th chapter, verse number 24. Okay, so there it says, Aham Hareta Vapadaiga Mula Dasanudaso Bhavitasmi Bhuya Manasmareta Supater Gunamse Grini Java Karma Karo Dukaya Nanaga Prishtam Nachaparamishtam Nasarva Bhaumam Narasadhipatyam Nayoga Siddhi Mapunarbhavam Va Samanjasatvam Virahaya Kangshe Ajada Paksha Iva Rangaga Stanyam Yatara Bhutapatsadena Priyam Priyeva Vishidam Vishannam Manora Vindaksha Didrikshititvam Mamuttamasloga Janeshu Sakyam Samsara Chakre Brahmade Swakarmabi Tanmaya Atma Chatara Gehe Asakta Chittasya Nanaga Puya. So there are 4 verses by Vritrasura, beautifully sung, 6th canto, 11th chapter, verse number 24, 25, 26, 27. You can note it down. You see, early days, how I learned slokas is, listen to Namanishta Prabhu's classes, and Prabhu will quote some slokas, very nice, important slokas. Mark it down, note it down, and after the class, go to Vedabase, take a screenshot of this verse, write it down in your sloka book and learn it. By the next Bhagavatam class, Prabhu again repeats that sloka. It should be in your memorized. You should have memorized it, because the devotees will quote some slokas, which is very, very important verse. We can't memorize all the 18,000 slokas, especially those who are preachers in this class. Better to quote these slokas when you take class. So here, because here why is important is this Dasanu word is there. So I'll stop with this. Vritrasura says, Aham Hareta Vapataika Molo Dasanu Pavitasmi Bhuya. I want to become your servant of servant Krishna, not your direct servant. Okay. Grini Dava Karma Karo Dukaya. So Vritrasura says, Oh my Lord, of Supreme Personality God, will I again be able to be the servant of eternal servants who find shelter at your lotus feet? Servant of servant. Oh Lord of my life, may I again become their servant so that my mind may always think of your transcendental attributes, my words always glorify the attributes, and my body always engage in the loving service of your Lordship. So this is what Vritrasura is praying. When did this prayer happen? What is the incident? Does anyone know? When did he do these prayers, Vritrasura?
When Indra disrespects Brihaspathi and then
Yeah,
he
and
advises him to go to
when Indra killed him with what weapon?
Dadichi Muni's, which is made from
Yeah, the bone of Dadiji is that bone became the thunderbolt. And how long it took to cut Vritrasura's head?
a year, I believe, Mataji.
Yeah, 1 whole year to cut. So huge Vritrasura was. And just imagine, Indra is killing Vritrasura and Vritrasura is chanting all these prayers. Then Indra is like, oh, what am I doing? I'm killing a Vaishnava. No, because he's Chitraketu Maharaj. The next sloka he says, Na naka prishtam, na cha pyare mishtam, na sarvabhaumam, na rasadhipatyam, na yoga siddhir, apunar bhavamva, samanjasatvam virahaya kangshan. Na, I don't want that. I don't want heavenly planets. I don't want anything. I do not desire to enjoy in Dhruvaloka, nor heavenly planets, nor planets where Brahma resides, nor I want to be the supreme ruler of earthly planet or lower planetary system. I do not desire to be master of the mystic yoga, nor I want liberation if I have to give up your lotus feet. That means what? He want to just serve. He don't even want liberation, like Billamangalam Thakur also said, Mukti Muguladanjali Swayam Sevaya Rasmin. And this is a very beautiful verse. The meaning, Ajata Paksha Iva Mataram Gaga. Okay, Ajata Paksha Iva Mataram. The birds, no? You've seen the small birds. I think last week, my house upstairs, no one used much. Because my son will go climb, no? He'll fall from the steps. So nobody goes upstairs. So upstairs, these birds know that nobody stays there. Some window was open. They started building nests there. So we thought, okay, anyway, it's birds, no? It's so nice to hear their sound in the early morning. They wake us up. In the sense, they wake up before Brahma Muhurta. And their small eggs were cracked and the young birds were there. And whenever the father or mother brings some worm or something, the small ones get up and they just make lot of noise, no? And 3-4 mouths will be opening. If we peep and see from the terrace, we can see they peeping and they'll open their mouth. And the mother and father keeps food to all of them. And the bird which cries the most will get the maximum food. So here, Ajata Paksha Iva Matarangaga. On कर रहे हैं? Off हुआ, इसलिए मैं off किया.
तो उसको बैठे.
हाँ. Okay, so Ajata Paksha Iva Matarangaga means like how the small birds, no, they'll wait for their father and mother to bring food. Till then they can't eat anything because they are so small, their wings are not developed, they can't fly and go. So they'll wait till the father and mother bring food. Stanyam yadavat sadara kshudarta. The baby calf will wait for the mother's milk. Because the baby calf can't eat anything. Even for children, no? 6 months, first 6 months is exclusive breastfeeding. They have to be given only mother's milk. They can't digest, their digestive system is so weak. They can't have anything else except the mother's milk. So how a calf wait for the mother to be fed. Priyam priyeva vishanam vishanam. How a chaste wife wait for a husband. A husband would be abroad or something. She'll wait, no, for the day he comes for a vacation and all. She's just waiting. Like that, manora vindaksha didrikshatetam. Like that, Vritrasura says, I'm waiting. Like that baby birds, no, baby birds that have not yet developed their wings always look for their mother to return them to feed them. Definitely, no, they will till they grow and then they try to fly here and there and they fly out. But once, till then, the baby bird will wait for their mother to come for feed them. A small calves tied with rope will anxiously wait the time to milk, to drink the mother's milk. Because only the milker man comes and milks and take the milk, then the calf is allowed to drink the rest of the milk like that. So she will anxiously wait for the milk. And a wife who chooses a husband who's away from home always longs for him to return and satisfy in all respects. I always yearn the opportunity to render direct service to Krishna. This is a beautiful comparison, no? Like the small birds wait for the mother to feed, the calf waiting for the drink the milk of the mother, the chaste wife waiting for the husband. That's so much of patience required, and they are so sincerely waiting. Like that, Dhritarashtra says, I'm waiting for Krishna's service. The last sloka says, Namuttama shloka janeshu sakyam samsara chakre brahmate swakarmapi. Samsara chakre, I am going into the cycle of birth, death, old age, disease. Why? Swakarmapi, because of my own karma. Tanmayatma atmachadarkehe asakta chittasya nanagabhuya. So, since I am wandering throughout this material world as a result of my own fruitive activity, I simply seek friendship in the association of your devotees. Why? Because only in association of devotees can we try to go back. And my attachment to body, wife, children, home is continuing by the spell of external energy, Mahamaya. But I wish to be attached to them no longer. Let my mind and my consciousness, everything be attached only to Krishna. So we also pray, Krishna, we are also entangled in this material body because of our own karma. It's not like we should leave them and go somewhere. No. Antarnishta bahya vyavahar. Inside we should be attached. Outside we should be doing our responsibilities. But inside we should be attached to Krishna. Like Kunti Maharani said, no, what is it? Sneha pasham idam chinti. Like please, all the material attachment should go. So he says, let my me no attached to anything else. Let my consciousness be attached only to Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, anything to add? So please chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you for joining. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubhyo patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Kodi Vaishnava ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Grandhara Sri Radha ki jai. Hare Krishna.